In this episode of Pimp or Simp, we're starting by a conversation sent in by one of the biggest pimps I have ever met, so I would be highly surprised if this conversation is not gonna be pimping, so let's get dressed accordingly. There we go, that seems better suited. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Farfields, and when I'm not acting like a clown on my tiny YouTube channel, I'm actually writing blog posts and coaching guys. We have over 7 million annual readers, so it's fair to assume that I know at least a little bit of the topic. Let's not talk too much about me and go straight into the convo sent in by one of the viewers. Finally, someone I can impress with my incredibly vast knowledge of the Swedish language. Obviously, this is a conversation with a Swedish girl in a country that is not Sweden. It currently comes down to the 2 keywords, kinda hoping you'll bring the total to at least 3.
Now you made me curious. What can you say in Swedish that would impress me?
If you need help sending openers that get a response 101% of the time, then you can download my free Clickbait Opener. It's linked in the video description. It really works so well for pretty much no effort. Try it out sometime. It's a gift from me to you. You'll have to promise you won't judge me for my bad pronunciation. Deal? Clear throat.
Tries to suppress French accent.
Yes. Godbullar. If I'm not mistaken, those are meatballs. I've had them in IKEA.
I can hear the bad accent in my head, but it's cute. Are you French?
Pretty clever that he just throws it in there, that he's suppressing his French accent, being well aware that women all over the world, in general, appreciate a French accent. Please stop your judging behavior. I have a rock solid accent, 10 out of 10. As you probably already know, I'm a fan of these exaggerations and like 10 out of 10, rock solid, please don't judge. It's quite extreme way of texting, but I approve because it is 100 times better than all of the boring stuff women get swamped with on the daily. Yes, French, but lived in Germany most of my life, so realistically my accent would rather be German. What brings you here? Coming only to be my älskling, or is there a higher purpose? I might just be a man of incredible culture, but I do know what this word means. Älskling, it's like sweetheart. Editor, correct me if this is very wrong. Not judging you. You do you, French boy. I'm here to get a visa and be your älskling, even though I don't really know what that is. When is it my turn to impress you? What a perfect situation, guys. Like, you always want a girl to impress you, and this is one of these things that guys always ask, like, how can I make her chase me? Well, if you text like this German gentleman, then they'll ask permission to impress you. He hearts it. My Swedish must be worse than I thought. If you're going to be really impressive, we might want to do this in real life. I wouldn't want to break Tinder. I mean, this is pretty good. He's not only over the top and maybe a little bit arrogant, he's also kind of humble in the first line there. And he knows what he wants on Tinder. He's not here to endlessly chit-chat, and he's already poking, is there a date in the realm of possibilities? It is just the spelling part that is the problem. If you don't want to break Tinder, the only way is to take a drink with me tonight. Tonight? He hearts that? 2030? Sure. Tell me the best place. I mean, guys, if this is not a very clear reminder that it is your duty as a man to take the lead, women don't want to come up with the time, the location and all that. They appreciate it if you put in some effort. You propose the ideas and she just has to be yes or no if you're a simp. Where are you staying? How about we meet at the in front of the city hall? I'm staying close to the central station. The place with the big church? Yeah, text me on WhatsApp, I'll send you the location there. Number. She hearts it. What an effortless place, secured at the pimp table. Welcome, sir. I already called it in the outfit. It was to be expected from this guy who also happens to be a coach in our program. By the way, if you don't mind supporting me, you could always like the video or even subscribe. I would appreciate it. Let's continue with the video. I just dabbed 20 million years after it was acceptable to dab, if it ever was acceptable. For this next convo was actually sent in over email. Props to whoever did it. If you want your convo reviewed, you have the balls to be judged either a pimp or a simp for the whole internet to see, then please email me louis@textgod.com. Subject line, Pimp or Simp. As you can see, this guy was kind enough to let us know what the girl's bio was. It said, just looking for someone to commit arson with. That's why I opened with that specific line. That specific line on your screen right now how are we committing this arson then? Getting lost in each other's eyes and forgetting what's on the stove might work. I mean, I think that's pretty good. It's awfully romantic, it's original. At least he checked out her profile. She hearts it. That sounds wonderfully romantic. I agree, milady. It was just beans. We lost our home to beans. They are incredibly nice eyes though. I like this. She's kind of going with it. He's immediately going against the flow, followed up with a joke and a bit of a compliment. So there's a lot of things going on straight away. And I don't regret it for a moment. Oh. Yeah, me neither. Most romantic 7 minutes ever. So how's it going anyway? Haha. This is where he swaps from this quite... I need better English. Absurd start of the conversation into something more serious. Let's see if she's willing to go there. Who knew it'd only take 7 minutes for Beans to burn her house down? Time is an anomaly. Looks like she wants to joke some more and also show that she has a brain. Having a few drinks with friends, what are you up to? Must have bumped up the gas. I guess. Rap. Just stuffed my face with food and chatting to a mate over the PC at the moment. You having a group Tinder sesh? I'm not a fan of the crying laughing emoji, but I kinda like that he's at least showing a bit of understanding of what might potentially be going on there in her world. Oh, absolutely, we're decoding all your messages. Not much luck though. This is interesting because obviously she's giving him a bit of shit. It's quite a decisive moment in your career as either pimp or simp. A classic pimp would start defending himself or making up excuses or just being scared and not knowing what to do. A pimp will obviously just kind of laugh at himself or go with the flow and not take it seriously. Our guy goes with, not an audience. You've given me performance anxiety now. I better be their favorite as well as yours though. 3 out of 4 so far, not bad. Lucky for you that I'm one of the 3. Thought I was gonna have to guess which one didn't vote for me for a second. Haha, you're cute. What are you looking for on here? Risky move, asking her what she's looking for. People's opinions on this topic vary. Me personally, I never ask what a girl's looking for. I'd rather just find out by the way she communicates. And it looks like this girl wasn't the biggest fan of this question either because she just didn't respond. You know, highly likely it's just too much of a serious question or it asks too much effort to respond for the mood that she was in, drinking with friends, and she's like, ah, fuck that shit, I'll do it later. And then she forgets. So this fine gentleman reopens with the classic, don't break my heart like this. Which she hearts and she goes, ah, my bad. Busy days. I'm just living in the moment and seeing what happens. What about you? Smiley face. To be honest, not actively looking for someone right now, leaning towards something more casual, like friends with benefits, but at the same time, if the person's right, I probably won't give them up, you know. Small detail, but we've seen this guy use a bunch of abbreviations. YK for you know, RN for right now, IG for I guess. I guess it's fine if you're sure that the other person knows what you're saying, but in general, you literally save 0.1 second by not typing the full word. So why not just type the full word and don't risk looking like a teenager? Anyway, she goes, in that case, what's your snap? I haven't been on Snapchat in half a millennium or something, but I'm getting the feeling that there's potential spiciness here. She doesn't really know what she's looking for. He's more looking for something like a friends with benefits. And then there's a snap. And it looks like that's the end of the conversation. I mean, pretty flawless victory, right? This guy was original. He was funny. When they were teasing him, he took it on the chin, handled it like a man. He moved things forward. He was also polite. I liked it. I feel like we have another 2 for 2 for the Pimp's editor. Please show these 2 pimps sitting at the pimp table and let's give them like 3 seconds of well-deserved glory. If you're not on the level of these 2 fine gentlemen, then don't forget to download my 10 texts that always work for free, linked in the video description below. See you next time. I love you. By the way, if you're really serious about finding your dream girl and taking your dating life serious, I have a mentoring program. You can book a free strategy call to see if it's anything for you. Let's see if we can help you. There's also a link down below the video.